Yo, we are back with another one, man. And this one right here, I feel like me and Dylan has been throwing y'all Easter eggs, man, like it's a Marvel movie for a
Yeah.
minute. Because Dylan was the one with the Inspector Gadget eyes and was just like, yo, so for Raw, they want these particular people. Like, how is this gonna happen? So we just like, yo, are they gonna do a draft? Are they gonna, split the brand split? Are they gonna end it? Like, what are they gonna do? And we finally got answers on this past Friday night SmackDown. They are doing like a trade portal. So you can have guys from NXT going to Raw, guys from SmackDown going to NXT. And this has been something that I've been saying that they should have done ever since Monday Night Raw went to 2 hours. I said, you got too much talent, not enough time. We're going to need to see some of these NXT stars up here on SmackDown, some of these SmackDown stars in NXT. It's been more NXT going to either Raw or SmackDown than SmackDown and Raw going to NXT. But I feel like we are going to see more of, I feel like a three-way split. You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's going to be a little bit more even now. We had like ladies like Lash Legend. They really went crazy with the ladies. The ladies on SmackDown, Raw, NXT. We didn't really see too many of the men juggling around as much, but I feel like we're gonna see that soon, bro. And again, for those who don't know, Monday Night Raw is going to Netflix January 6th, and I feel like if we read this correctly, some of the stipulations were that Netflix and Raw wanted the the likeliness of Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, CM Punk. Who else they had on there, bro? Rhea Ripley. Like they wanted the main, but basically they wanted to cue solo music. They wanted to take it all. They was coming for it all, bro. Raw and Netflix basically wanted it all, man. And in a sense, clearly the deal has been inked. So I think we just gonna be seeing a lot of superstars mainly on Raw, and we can juggle some in NXT and SmackDown, bro. But like, do you think that they're gonna have it where specific superstars must be here, or you think they, certain ones are gonna be able just to move freely as they need to?
So I do think that you're still going to get superstars on different shows, because I think there are reports now that the main thing, right? Like they wanted Punk, they wanted Cody, and they wanted Roman on the first couple episodes of Raw on Netflix. But they're not saying they're going to be there permanently. So I think a couple, again, with this whole transfer thing, they are not specifically calling this a draft.
Yeah.
Which I am hoping that they're done with the draft officially, and we're just going to be getting this cycled throughout, like their season, right? Like their wrestling season. They can open up this trade window and they can switch it up and keep things fresh. I don't think they're going to keep Raw completely stacked, because then what does that leave on SmackDown? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, everybody originally is going to flock over to Raw on Netflix. What's it going to be like? Who we getting over here? Who's going to show up? And it's going to be super exciting. But when all the dust settles after this transfer window, who are we going to have on SmackDown at that point, right? Who's the champion going to be on SmackDown? Who's the champion going to be on Raw? Because ultimately, at the end of the day, even if there's no draft, they're not going to have two main titles on one show. They're not going to do that, right? So Cody is most likely still going to remain on SmackDown. Gunther is still gonna, whoever the world champion is at that point.
With them going to Netflix, I can see them having a different champion, bro.
Yeah, me too.
Especially as far as the ratings. You need a even if they just give it back to Seth. Like I feel like giving it back to Seth is the best move, right? Yes, you can put it on Punk. You can. But it's more of a CM Punk-esque story for him to win the championship at WrestleMania. Like that's every wrestler's dream, right? So putting it on CM Punk before WrestleMania makes no sense. Putting it on Seth Rollins before WrestleMania, 100%. Seth Rollins has defended the championship at WrestleMania. He's won the championship at WrestleMania. So it's just like, as far as the ratings, and we need a top. Gunther is still not a top guy.
No.
Like he's mid card. I don't want to say mid card at best because it's disrespectful, but just as far as like where the hierarchy, you know what I'm saying? That hierarchy as far as Raw, you got Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, Jey Uso. That's their four main guys. Then underneath that, I can see Gunther, Sami Zayn. Who else we got, bro? You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
you well,
Or
you wanna talk about Sammy, right? Maybe we
Mhm.
start getting into some of these little predictions on who we think is going where, right?
Yeah.
On SmackDown, you had this car interview, which I thought was actually kind of funny, right? Because
Oh,
Kevin Owens kinda made it kinda funny, right? With
yeah, they they
this
they
whole
they definitely squabbling up again.
my first prediction with this whole trade transfer portal window is we're gonna get into our predictions, for Saturday Night Main Event, which is going to be Saturday, so, stay tuned for that as well. However, I think after the dust settles after Saturday Night Main Event, you're going to get a trade or a request or however we want to put it. Kevin Owens goes to Raw, and you are going to get a feud between Sammy and Kevin because,
That's
like
definitely
he
happening.
said in that interview, it ain't over between Sami Zayn. He's going to get his. So that's happening. We're gonna
Yeah.
get a feud, and it's gonna be like the old school feud from
So
them in
So
NXT.
basically we saying KO mad at Sammy again.
Yep. Yep. So,
I love it.
I think that's an easy first prediction.
That's
I think
easy.
that makes
That's a
very
WrestleMania. That's a WrestleMania match.
yes.
100%.
Yep.
100%. They've
But
had their squabbles in the past, but it wasn't at Mania. This is gonna be a great WrestleMania match, bro. Like that's gonna be one of those ones.
another prediction I have about this whole trade, do we get Jey Uso joining SmackDown with the Bloodline storyline?
Well, here's the thing, bro. A lot of wrenches have been thrown in his bloodline situation. I'm talking
Oh,
about a
yeah.
ton, bro.
Yep.
Jimmy is now out with a broken toe. You
Yep.
know what I'm saying? I feel like he still can be able to make a couple appearances. He ain't out like my man Bronson Reed and Tongalo, bro. Tongalo, God dang,
Man,
Dylan, like
I feel
it
bad
would
for him.
be him.
I
It
feel
would be him, bro. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like this dude, literally since he's come back to the WWE, bro, has literally just been troll mania, bro. Everybody just trolls Tungalo, and for this dude to have a bicep injury and
Yeah.
gonna be out for like, bro, like I don't know if it's a blessing in disguise for us people who wanted another bloodline member to come in, or is it just like, damn, man, my man's can't catch a break. But I don't know what's up with the bloodline story, bro. Like maybe they had plans and now maybe they got a pivot now because now we got Jimmy hurt. Now
Yep.
we got Tungaloa hurt, bro. So it's just like and let's be honest, even seeing the bloodline on SmackDown this past week, even just his presence being gone, it just seemed weird.
With
Just them
Roman being gone, you mean?
said it again.
With Roman being gone, you
No,
mean?
no, no. With Tonga being gone, like when
Oh, okay, okay.
Solo and Jacob and Tama was just in it, like it
Yep.
just seems weird. Like when you look at the bloodline, it's always dang near been like a 4-man team. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Roman, Solo, Jay, and Jimmy, or Solo, Jacob, Tama, and Tonga. Like it just looks better as a 4-man team, bro. So with the current state of the trade, I don't know, man. I don't know if I can really see the bloodline moving from show to show. Like Solo, I feel like nobody is really mad at Solo when it comes other than family. So Solo going over there to Raw, like it's not like he's Roman Reigns when Roman is hated on both Raw and SmackDown. Solo got a little bit of heat, but most of Solo's attention is with Roman. If Roman was to go to Raw, he got to deal with all the people that he got to deal with Drew McIntyre. He got to deal with Seth Rollins. If
Yep.
he's over there on SmackDown, he got to deal with the bloodline. So I think Roman would definitely be on both shows, 100%. The OG Bloodline, I can just see them sticking and just staying on SmackDown. I don't feel like they're needed over there on Raw. CM Punk, they're gonna use him for both shows. I can
Do
definitely
you
see
think
them
so?
use,
I think he may
especially if
just
Heyman. If
I
Heyman is
think
gonna
he
be over there on SmackDown, I feel like yeah.
yeah, again, it kinda depends on where they go with that storyline, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but yeah, I think the OG bloodline stays definitely on SmackDown. However, I could see Jay flipping over there and maybe doing something with Jimmy now because it just depends on how they want this to go. We also got to talk about this whole trade thing is happening before the Royal Rumble. I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
who's gonna be coming back for the Royal Rumble? Who's gonna be brought up from NXT at the Royal Rumble? Because they always bring superstars up to the main roster for the
Mhm.
Rumble as well. So I can see
Trick.
maybe them. I can see, yes, exactly. I can see maybe some of the main men and women from NXT. They're not gonna necessarily incorporate them in this trade. Um, they're gonna save it for the Rumble, but I can see a couple sneaking over there right now. But I'm intrigued how they're doing this because again, the traditional draft is they come out, they select their picks.
Mhm.
This is only going to be on Raw. This is only going to be on SmackDown. They're not saying
Mhm.
that now, so it's
Yeah.
almost like yeah, we're gonna trade them over to SmackDown, but if we need them to come on Netflix on Raw, we're gonna
Yeah.
take them for a little while. You know
I
what I
know you
mean?
happy about it, bro, because I know you want Natalia to go for the Intercontinental and the the US Women's
Hey,
Championship,
she's
bro.
taking
So
it all.
she gonna be the first ever women's US and
Uh,
Intercontinental champion, bro. That's
uh,
funny, bro. But I do like it for the women, bro, because now with Tiffy having this money in the bank, you know what I'm saying? Tiffy
where
can go
does
on
she
Raw.
go?
Where
Yeah,
she go, bro? You know what I'm saying, bro? It's good.
it's
Again,
very good.
Triple H, he knows the business.
Yep.
Do we agree with every move that he makes? Nah. But one thing I
Mhm.
will say is I haven't been on I haven't been on the edge of my seat in a very long time, bro. Like we knew what was gonna happen at WrestleMania last year. We knew Cody was gonna win. You know what I'm saying? But
Yes,
this year, bro, we don't, bro. Survivor Series. Look at what we thought. We thought we was
I
gonna see
know.
Brock. We thought we was gonna see The Rock. Like, it's good because if we know all the answers, bro, it's pointless for us to get in front of these, cameras and microphones to do this. So keep us guessing. It's perfect, bro. Especially when they bring back Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar has been like the
Mhm.
only person that ain't never really just been stuck on one show.
Yeah,
Like
that's
Brock
true.
Lesnar has always, some way, somehow, been able to finesse a draft. We gonna have him on Raw and SmackDown. So like these main, in the
Yeah.
sense, they're like the main guys, bro. The
Yep. Well,
main guys.
funny you say that, right? Because I didn't even think about that. When they did have the draft, they did have exceptions for certain guys, right?
Yeah,
Like
bro.
he
Like
was
even Roman wasn't in the draft. They were like Roman
yep.
Reigns. He's
They
undraftable.
called them free agents.
Free
Yeah,
agent.
free
You know what I'm
agents. Yep.
saying? He can go and do as he please. So I feel like CM Punk, Seth Rollins, Drew McIntyre on SmackDown, like let these guys loose.
Mhm.
Like it was 1999. You got Raw and SmackDown, and everything just it's just everything flows. What
Yep.
happened on Raw, picked up on SmackDown. What happened on
Yeah.
SmackDown picked up on Raw. Like to me the brand split. I don't back then for what it was worth, it worked back then. But like now, bro, like I just want to see kind of how like AEW is, bro. Ain't no brand split. You don't just got wrestlers right here on Collision, and then you just got wrestlers on Dynamite, bro. Like everybody is all flows together,
Yep.
bro. So I'm hoping that eventually we can get back to just wrestling. It's just not these superstars are just here for Raw. These superstars, because I personally feel like they lose out on money and ticket sales when they do that. Like, what if somebody SmackDown, you will never be able to see well, I mean, they've changed it so much. Now you can see Jay Uso on SmackDown, but when they just had the brand, like, no, you only can go to Raw to see certain
Yep.
it limited the fans. Like, what if you want to go to Raw and SmackDown? But what if you don't really like the superstars on SmackDown? You only like the
That.
ones on Raw. Like, have them come on both shows. That way you got more eyes on it as well.
Yep. Yeah, I think we also mentioned it too in one of our previous videos this week is about the tag team division. I think they
Mhm.
can really switch this up with this whole trade as well because
Yeah.
we kind of mentioned it, right? Like maybe you have the Street Profits go to Raw now.
Hmm.
It just mixes it up to a point where now you're not in that revolving circle we talk
Yep.
about them just facing the same people all the time. We've had an issue on Raw about the women, right? It's just constantly, it's like Liv, Rhea, and a couple other people mixed in
Mhm.
every single week.
Yep.
So now, especially when Raw goes to Netflix too, we're getting back a 3-hour show. This is going to be great because you're going to get fresh storylines. You're going to get all this talent because there's a ton of talent right now between the three,
Mhm.
right? SmackDown, Raw, and NXT. It's going to keep things fresh. Going to keep people guessing who's going to show up here, who's going to show up here, and I think it's better than the draft. I think this is what they needed for a while now,
Yep.
especially with the new women's championships. You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
maybe it doesn't have to be where the IC is strictly Raw and the US is strictly SmackDown.
It
Maybe we
should be.
yeah, maybe we get some
Should be,
challengers from
bro.
both. So it's gonna be great, man. I'm
And
excited. I'm excited to see who goes where.
me too, bro. And even to open up doors for like, Braun Breaker to go and fight some of the guys on SmackDown and stuff like
Yep.
that. Like I'm looking forward to just something different, bro. We've been seeing the same Chad Gable and American Alpha versus the YS6. Now open up the door for the YS6 and the Bloodline, bro. Like, I mean, if we want to talk to you, and I told you this a long time ago, Dylan, as far as what the YS6 need to do in order for them to be taken taken seriously, bro. Like they need to feud with the bloodline. I mean,
Yes.
now we have that opportunity. It could potentially happen. And with rumors, we got to get to that video. We got to get to this video as far as who we think attacked Jade Cargill, because
Yep.
from some of the rumors that I heard, if it's true, you know what I'm saying? If it's true, this could add somebody to another stable, which can open up the doors for the YS6 versus the Bloodline. I feel like it just has to happen, bro. It has
Yeah.
to.
Yep.
You don't have you got one big faction on Raw. Well, you got two. You got Karrion Cross
Hmm.
and AOP, but then you got the YS6. So YS6 and Bloodline, bro, phenomenal match. For
Yep.
that's gonna take them to the next level. And I feel like these are people like, other than Jacob, we still got like mid Carters. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you got Roman in there going against like Eric Rowan. Granted, it has happened in the past, but that was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like it's gonna make for good matches, bro. Fresh matches, fresh storylines, like you said, bro. And this is definitely something that needs to be done. And I can't wait for it, bro. I can't.
Yep. Yeah. I still think that you're going to get the main storylines, they probably ain't gonna change too much. It's gonna continue this way until the WrestleMania season is over
Mhm.
with. Till after WrestleMania is when, this trade and everything is really gonna be solidified after the Rumble too. Because now everything's gonna be fresh again. But
Yeah.
for now, I think, the Bloodline's gonna be the Bloodline. They're gonna continue this till after WrestleMania. Whatever happens and whatever falls here and there is gonna be what it's gonna be. But again, for these other talents like Andrade and LA Knight and
Yeah. Yeah.
Carmelo, it's like now you can face a bunch of
Mhm.
different other people. I think it's great.
LA Knight
So
going Raw and go for the like LA Knight versus Braun Breaker. You know what I'm saying, bro?
yeah,
Like we can have some fresh matches, bro. Like we've been, yeah, I'm with it. I'm
yep,
100% with it, bro. And again, like kill the draft. Let these guys trade out for a year. Next year y'all do another. Because even Nick Aldis said this when Melo was like, man, or maybe I'll just go to Raw with this trade portal. And then Nick Aldis was like, okay, yeah, then you can be Adam Pierce's headache. You know what
yep,
I'm saying, bro? So it's just like, I like it, bro. I like
yeah,
it. It just seems like it's real, bro. But it's like they adding the sports entertainment into it with the trade portal, because that's what they
yep,
do with the college players. They able to
yep,
trade from this school to this school. So I'm getting where they going with it.
yeah,
And this could be something good, bro. I definitely think they're gonna see an increase in ticket sales, knowing that you got CM Punk, Roman Reigns. Normally, when they have Roman Reigns on Raw, they at least announce it, let people know. But to be a little bit more frequent with it, bro, I definitely feel like they're gonna see a spike in everything.
yeah. I am curious to see what's gonna happen with the whole Netflix thing too. Like
Mm-hmm.
how is Netflix gonna, like, if they see a big peak viewership, they
Yeah.
may just come in and say, "Nah, like we need these guys on this show." You
Mm-hmm.
know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of another factor in this whole thing as well. So again, let us know who you're excited, where people are gonna end up, what shows, the mixes, the different matchups you guys can have. Let us know down below in the comments who you guys are excited I don't know. I think it's great, honestly. I really do. Again, we can get into a whole nother thing about just
They
you
doing
know,
it at the perfect time, bro. They
yeah,
it's almost like when you want to focus on one thing. Like we were so focused on Royal Rumble. Now we got to get through Saturday Night Main Event. Now we got to get through, seeing what's up with the trade portal. Who's Carmelo Hayes' mystery opponent?
yep.
Who attacked Jade Cargill?
It's
You
so
know what I'm
many.
saying? Like it's so many things to worry about. And even that, bro. Like I would love for Jade to be on one show and Bianca on the next. Like
That
they've
too.
had them together for so long, bro. Like
Yep.
that's also what
Yeah.
happened with that, bro? Because I thought that they said that Bianca and Jay was gonna get stripped of their tag titles. Did I not see or read or hear that,
Yeah.
bro?
No, they did. They did. Yeah, they had to relinquish. So that's another thing too. Yeah, we haven't gotten the women's
What's
tag
up?
team
Because
yet.
Bianca, she's still coming out with the tag title, so it's like nothing has been officially announced. Like they didn't
True.
announce, like, yeah, these titles are vacated. So maybe they changed their mind and they're not gonna vacate them.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's another thing too, right? So, yeah, so many different things happening right now, man. This is like again, this is one of the best times to be a wrestling fan because you just
No,
have
big
so
fact.
much stuff to think about, and it's great. So, let us know down below in the comments what your thoughts are on this whole trade thing. And yeah, like the video, subscribe if you're new, share the content, and stay tuned for the rest of the week. We still got a bunch of content for you guys.
Yeah, a lot.
Um, and Saturday night main event Saturday. That's a big thing too, so
We
let us
will
know.
be going live before that, 100%. We will
Yep,
be going live before Saturday's night main event. It's almost like a PLE. They put it in almost in a category as like a PLE,
it's
bro.
gonna be a
Like
big show.
you got two world heavyweight championship matches. Like they going crazy. So make sure y'all following, like my boy Dylan said. Make sure y'all here. Make sure y'all here because it's going crazy, man. And other than that, you got your boy Unbreakable. You got my co-host chilling with Dylan,
And
and
we
we
out.
out. Peace.
Peace.